Boa tarde e bem-vindos uma vez mais ao Check-in Turismo, o podcast e vodcast da Escola de Hotelaria e Turismo do Porto. Hoje vamos ter uma versão em inglês, uma vez que tenho aqui comigo o Bilal El Zein, que é nosso aluno de F&B Management, e então o resto da entrevista será conduzido em inglês. Bilal, thank you so much for your time and for giving us this interview. And as usually, I will start this interview by asking you about a funny moment that you lived during your previous experience as our student of Hospitality Operations Management or currently as a student of F&B Management.
First of all, I want to thank you for inviting me for this interview. The funniest moment actually once I was having a presentation in hotel design, and it was the month of Ramadan and I was fasting, and there was a part where like you have to say the different type of typologies. So I was talking about the presidential suite and the queen suite, and then I started saying to myself that suite, I'm not talking about suite the dessert, I'm talking about suite as a room. And they started looking at me and I started having like a panic attack and I started laughing, and it was a really funny moment. But it was a very nice year for me. We got all, we had good people in the class, we had good friends, and I would like to say to them, I hope that everyone found their way to success. They found their way what they really wanted, and I wish them all the luck.
Very well, thank you so much, and I'll thank for them and on their behalf.
Of course.
Very well. And so, tell me, Bilal, why did you choose first to study Hospitality and Operations Management and then to take currently a second course in F&B Management at our school?
All right. First of all, before I came to Portugal, I used to live in Dubai, and we used to have a family business, and we used to always involve with and interact with hotels, with restaurants, five-star hotels, from Jumeirah Beach Group to Burj Al Arab, Medina Jumeirah, Rotana groups. You're talking about those big hospitality groups in the Gulf region. And my father was the person who used to take me along with him, and I used to meet up with CEOs, managers of hotels, and I really got so attracted to it, and I really wanted to become, in the future, hopefully, a hotel manager.
Okay.
To interact with different teams, to work with them, to listen to their problems, try to solve things, and to improve.
Very well. And what brought you to Portugal? So how does a Lebanese man come to Portugal to study Hospitality Operations Management and then F&B Management?
Exactly. Actually, me and my three brothers, we're the only three brothers at home. We sat down together, we started doing a research, and then we started realizing that, okay, Europe, you have different countries in Europe, but Portugal is something really special. They've been working before 5 years, 6 years, before COVID, and they were planning to become and to work on the tourism. And I searched about tourism to Portugal, and I found out that they had a school, and it's really good, and they have a lot of the connections around the world. So I told my brother, why not? Let's go for it. My younger brother wants to go for culinary arts, and I want to go for hospitality management. Let's not think twice. Let's go for it. And I applied, and I had an interview with Mr. Jose Carvalho. I was really so nervous because it was the first time I done an interview on camera.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. He's such an amazing guy, close to the heart, and he was really helpful.
Very well. Nice to know. And how was that adaptation? So a different country, different culture. How was it? What challenges did you face in this adaptation?
When the first day I came to school or over here, I was a bit panicked in the way of the language. Although I have a family, or my cousin, that is half Lebanese and half Brazilian. And of course, the first thing that we learn about any language in a different is the bad ones.
Yeah.
Of course. So I used to only know those bad words. So my cousin used to call me, just say, Ola Linda, to Dubai, So it was really like I came to school and I was like really anxious and forward to like learn this amazing language. I really like it, and I got really adapted to the people. They're really close to you. They're really friendly. You go out, let's go have some drinks, let's get along, let's have a walk. They're very sociable and they're not mean. You know, you go to different countries, they don't, they disrespect you. You know, here you come, they make you feel as if you're not different. You're all the same.
Yeah. Glad to know that's the experience. Very well. And I was going to ask you now.
Yeah.
About the evolution. So, where do we expect to be? You already mentioned to me a little while before hotel management, but in the future, you hope to be like an hotel manager of a hotel chain or your own hotel?
Actually, you know, this question is really hard to answer.
Okay.
And I'm sure you told more than like 30, 40 students the same question, and nobody has that answer. Because we don't know what will happen within now to 10 years, but
what would you like to happen?
As for me, I would like hopefully to have a restaurant, because my father is his dream is to have a restaurant, and me and my brothers are looking forward to make this dream come true.
Okay. Very well. So you're working in a common, let's say, a common dream of your family.
I can be in the hotel and at the same time have a business side, which is a restaurant, family restaurant.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Very well. Nice to know.
Thank you.
That goal. Nice to know. Very well. A shared goal. It's very interesting. I forgot to ask you something. You already participated in some events here of our school, yeah?
Yes, of course.
Can you name one, and what kind of experience do you think it was? Was it interesting? Was it enriching for you in terms of the learning process?
Actually, back in our moment, it was really difficult. We couldn't do a lot of events, but I remember the last event we did was Yes You Can.
Yeah.
With Professor Patricia.
Yes.
And we did a really nice event all together. It was really nice. All of us connected, from music, from getting people from outside to come to our school. It was really amazing. It was really well organized. Everything was on time. And for me, I cannot say that because, of course, Professor Patricia has a very long experience with those type of events, and it was really interesting. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed how to organize your event, how to be on time. Time management is really important because every minute counts and every second counts. One mistake and you're busted. So yeah, it was really interesting because it was our last event on that year, and I was really excited and happy that it was the last one.
So it was a practical experience and a learning opportunity.
Exactly.
Very well. So Bilal, thinking about the future again, what kind of changes do you think will happen in the hospitality or F&B management in the future? So within 10 years, do you foresee like major changes?
I see a lot of changes are happening because if you can realize, they're really focusing on robots. They're focusing a lot on robots. And once I had some manager from a very high-end, well-known brand, and he was telling us that within 5 to 10 years, that all the retails would be starting having self-cashier. You won't see employees anymore. You will not even have people fixing the clothes. You just select on the screen, and the item comes straight to your hand. So if retail is happening to that, I think hotels it's going to change a lot. I don't know if you heard about Saudi Arabia. They created now a big project, Carbon. It's a huge project, and everything is to do with flying cars, flying everything. They just recently created a flying drone helicopter. Drone helicopter.
Yeah. So an helicopter based on drone technology.
Drone technology.
Okay.
You just go in, it takes you to your location, and you come back. So if you're seeing that those kind of technologies are booming and adapting in this world, I don't know what's going to happen in the hotel industry. I hope it doesn't stay like that, because I believe a hotel is really important for a person to be there. It's the connection that you do with the guests. You know, I'm working in a hotel, and they all want to sit and talk to you, to have a chat about you, tell you who you are, what are your plans, talk about different things. Imagine you go to a hotel, there are no human beings. Just a robot that comes in, hi, welcome, and that's it. There's no vibe, there's no atmospheric moment for you.
So even though you think these changes may happen, you still defend that the human presence should be noticed.
Of course, of course. We came to this earth, we were only human beings, there were no robots.
Yeah.
And there's a reason why they're creating those things. And this is very scary.
We have to wait and see the outcome. Yeah, let's hope it's a good one.
Exactly.
Very well. And to finish, Bilal, I would like to ask you, to what kind of young man, young woman, person would you recommend a course and or a career in either hospitality or F&B?
Okay, so for me, I just finished, as you know, as you told them in Portuguese, that I finished my course in hospitality management, and now I'm doing my second course in F&B. I had a lot of people who were against it. Oh my God, why are you wasting your time? You're gonna spend a year, 2 years doing F&B. I'm like, right, but I already studied hospitality management. I only know the surrounding of the hotel, but there's the heart of the hotel, which is the back office, or we say the back heart of the hotel. You have the different departments. And as a hotel management, if I want to become a manager, I need to understand every department. I know a lot of managers who I was just a front office and I became a manager. Okay, so you won't know how to deal with an F&B department because you didn't work there. And I believe in that a manager should go in every department.
Yes.
It's really important. And so for me, for people who really wants to choose this course, you have to have the full potential, the full that you're willing to study so hard, non-stop. And the moment you work so hard, trust me, you'll have a really bright future. Don't think about it. Life is not easy. You need to work really hard. And like they say, every door that is closed, there's another door opens for you. So no matter what you do, the right time will come in the right moment.
Very well. Bilal, thank you so much for the interview. And obrigado a todos os que nos seguiram neste episódio.
Muito obrigado.
Muito bem. Very well.
Não falo português.
Um bocadinho. Muito bem. E então, obrigado por terem acompanhado este episódio do Check-in Tourism e vemos no próximo episódio. Até breve.